people, 3 chapters. That's how I want you to think of this next one. It'll all come together to tell the 250-year-old story of the Norfolk Naval Shipyard. Its past, its present, and its future. Our first chapter starts with a look into the past.
This was where everything happened.
At the shipyard's Trophy Park, historian Marcus W. Robbins takes us back.
One interesting fact that you can still point out today is this crooked tree right here into the corner. This tree remains right here on the corner of Trophy Park today.
It's one small piece of the past. Remember, the shipyard is the Navy's oldest and largest industrial facility. It dates back 250 years. That's 9 years before the Declaration of Independence.
But this is where so many of America's first naval events happened.
How about the first aircraft carrier, the USS Langley, seen here at the shipyard in 1921? Go back even farther to the USS Texas. This is 1895, the Navy's first battleship. We can even trace things back to the very beginning, before there were cameras, back to the time of sail. The USS Delaware, the first ship ever dry docked on the Western Hemisphere, 1817.
It's really cool that you can see things that the general public doesn't.
So many physical changes that have happened here over the years. Marcus has pictures of everything, like the first main entrance, compared to the gate that's here now.
We always have that eye towards continual improvement and moving the needle to the right.
That takes us to Chapter 2, a visit with a man who's helping that needle move right now in the present.
We started the year out setting some major goals for ourselves and able to accomplish overwhelming majority of those goals.
This is Captain Scott Brown, the current commanding officer of the shipyard, the man who oversees the area's 4th largest employer at around 15,000 people.
The patriotism and the commitment is tremendous here, and it's just an honor to be in a position that I am to actually serve them in their service to our country.
And back to those goals he was talking about. This year, the aircraft carrier USS Harry S. Truman, they completed its repairs and refit 2 days early. The ballistic missile submarine USS Rhode Island also undocked 2 days early, and that set a new record for engineered refueling overhauls on the East Coast. And in 2018, the yard is receiving upgrades in the billions that will improve aging dry docks and make its layout more efficient.
Our rally call is Raise the Bar, and so we're going to take last year's accomplishments and just raise the level of performance.
He'll need the help of a new generation of workers to do that. Chapter 3 is where the past meets the future. A daughter, a father, and the man who came before them both.
Rear Admiral E.T. Westfall, Commander, Norfolk Naval Shipyard. Everyone called him Tom.
That's Shipyard Commander Tom Westfall, considered the guru of U.S. Navy shipyards. And this is his son, Tim.
I sort of fell into his footsteps.
Tim became an engineering duty officer just like his dad. He'd spent most of his career here at the Norfolk Shipyard before retiring a lieutenant commander in 1998.
My history was part of my dad's history because I started living in Quarters A when I was in high school.
And now that history lives on.
In some weird, magical way, I found my way here.
This is Tim's daughter, Alex Westfall.
I love construction. I love seeing how things are done, how things are built.
She's in her first week as a civilian architect at the shipyard, carrying on the tradition that started with her grandfather.
I wish he had a book.
Alex was just 12 years old when he passed away, but here she stands now, examining the instructional design center that he established decades ago. It's serendipitous.
It really, brings it all back and opens up a window to getting to know someone that my fondest memories are at the beach, like in retirement, so.
So that's kind of special to my heart. She's learned more about the Westfall family after having been here than I could have ever told her.
The Westfall men retired 19 and 40 years ago. Their ceremonies were held in the same place. It's the place where this story began. It's the place where it's going to end, here at Trophy Park.
History is not static. They're part of an ongoing history because the nation deserves no less than our absolute best here.
There are exactly 246,700 tombstones at Arlington National Cemetery. Wreaths Across America is a huge organization that tries to get a Christmas wreath on every single tombstone. But it wasn't until they found one simple volunteer who brought in millions all by herself.
At some tombstones at Arlington National Cemetery, the pain is fresher than others. But at every single one, a wreath, in large part thanks to this lady. Her friends, who were like family, lay here, more than she can count in one memory.
This is very difficult, and obviously, we didn't really know what to do after 2011 when we lost so many friends, over 24 friends, in one mission.
Bree is talking about the mission that happened on August 6 of 2011. When the Chinook transport helicopter carrying U.S. and Afghan forces on a night raid crashed after Afghan insurgents shot it down using a rocket-propelled grenade. 30 Americans died that day, most of them her friends and acquaintances.
We were really reeling and going through, really all the stages of grief, just as friends. We wanted to really rally around our community and, and the families that we love and care so much that, they're friends, but they've really turned into family.
With that passion, she raised thousands of dollars as a volunteer for Wreaths Across America under Team Bear, a team that she started when she donated her birthday to the cause. Instead of a gift, she said, "Come with me," to lay a wreath. And boy, did her friends come.
And we wanted to be able to do something for them. And this organization, through Wreaths Across America, is a very tangible way that we've been able to give back to them. Because we didn't know exactly what to do or how to help, but we know that Memorial Day is every day for Gold Star families.
The organization hired her last year to continue being the force for the fallen.
When it's a job that you love, the old saying is you never really work a day in your life, and that's how I feel about this organization.
It's a cause that Virginia Beach Mayor Will Sessoms showed up for at this year's fundraiser at Waterman's in Virginia Beach, knowing that many of those buried at Arlington called Virginia Beach home.
We will make sure, because of this support for what she's doing, that no one will be forgotten at Christmas at Arlington. I'm very proud of that. I'm proud of our city for supporting it.
Delegate Jason Miyares, another politician who called it a very easy cause to get behind.
And a wise Marine once told me that if you go to Arlington Cemetery, you'll quickly notice that none of those headstones have a Republican or Democrat on that name, that they're Americans.
To lay each wreath is a tangible act of love for so many who feel the pain and the love for those they wish they could still touch.